Google have brought their very, very powerful image and video generators right into Gemini, and they're now available on the Google Workspace version of Gemini. Some things go to the Gmail version before they come to the Workspace version. It's just one of those Google things. Their data protection policies mean they roll out features a bit slower to Google Workspace than to their consumer apps. It's a bummer, but it is what it is. But image generation is now pretty darn good inside of Gemini, and I've been using it a lot when I do presentations. But also now you can use their video creation tool, and that's called VEO, V-E-O. And you would have seen this, I'm sure, on Facebook or on Instagram or on LinkedIn. There's all kinds of memes going around at the moment with just how good this video generation is from Google. All the ones where people are walking around pretending they're taking like a selfie style video, and maybe they're describing like, World War II or some other founding historical moment. These are coming from Google's video generation engine, which has been really, really producing some pretty amazing work. Now, and I haven't tested it yet, so I want to have a go at testing it. It looks like it's given me a video button down the bottom here, so I just need to click video, and it's letting me generate with VO3. Now, there is a limit to this. It's going to let me generate just a handful of videos, but let's give it a go. Okay, so it's asking me if I want, I can turn a photo into a video, but I think I can also just describe a video. I'm using a dictation tool here. If you're curious what dictation tool I like to use, I use one called Whisper Flow, which works on Mac and PC, and it uses AI and cleans up your grammar and does a bunch of stuff. Very, very, very useful. It's the only dictation app that's actually been good that I've used in about 15 years. Okay, so let's describe a video. And I'm going to give it a challenge, actually. I'm going to see if it knows enough about our brand, because we've got a lot of stuff on the internet, on YouTube and whatnot. So I'm going to see if it has enough context about our brand to make something that works for our business. I'll say, create a promotional video for itGenius.com, which covers Google Workspace support and their services for small business owners. All right, I should probably give it a little bit more context. I want this video to be good enough to put on the homepage, and it should be a founder-led video from the founder of itGenius, Peter Moriarty, welcoming new customers to the website and telling them a little bit about itGenius's services. Now, I'm giving it no other context here, so I'm asking it to basically use what's in its brain about itGenius. I think this is going to be pretty challenging, but Gemini has certainly surprised me in some of the ways that it's operated in the past. So let's see how it goes with this query. All right, so it's going to take 1 to 2 minutes to generate. I can't generate the video. Try describing another idea. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, maybe I asked it to do too much. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is we'll create the script first, and then we'll put a well-formed script into there. So I'm going to create a new window here, and I'm going to say, take this prompt and turn it into a video script suitable for VO3. Now notice here that I actually accidentally used Flash. I should be using Pro for this, but if you've got to choose between the two options there in Gemini, you'll want to choose Pro. For anything quick query, Pro is the best one to use, but that's okay. Let's give this full script a go and see how it goes. I'm going to go back to my video creation prompt. All right, I'm going to put it in here. Now, I don't know if adding a photo is mandatory, so see what happens. And a basic principle with using Gemini or any other AI tools is the more context that you can give, the better it's going to respond. When ChatGPT first came out and everyone started using it for a newsletter or copy for their website, many people went into ChatGPT and went, hey, create a newsletter for me. And that's literally all they wrote. And they got a really generic response, right? And it was like, that just looks like AI garbage, right? AI slop. And the reality is that these systems are only going to work as well as how you prompt them. They're only going to work as well as the information that you feed to them. So let this take its time. We've given it a decent amount of, I didn't proof it or anything, but we've given it a decent amount of information here. The more information we give, the better results are that we're going to get. And when we use a lot of context, like maybe you've got a strategy document that you've developed, even if it was generated by Gemini, that's fine. Maybe you've got a media brief, maybe you've got a branding template or a brand guidelines book that you've got in a Google Doc. When you've got lots and lots of context and you put that into your request and into your prompt, you're going to get vastly different responses than if you just give it a quick throwaway. All right, here we go. So we've got a promotional video for itgenius.com. I'm going to switch to, I can't switch to sharing a tab, can I? That's okay. All right, you might have to imagine the audio. It's only 8 seconds here, but let's see how it goes. All right, so we've got some weird kind of text artifacts happening there. The background was pretty good. The video quality is amazing, like how this guy looks, the audio, they even got the fonts right. That's pretty darn impressive. I mean, they put green on the logo there, which is a bit weird, but they got the capitalization right. So there we go. All right, so that's given us some pretty good video. If we want to create an image, the image generation is now in here as well. I'm typically using image generation inside presentations. So when I'm creating a Google Slides presentation, I'm having it generate images because I want to tell a story, I want to do that visually, and I'm using images there. But we can certainly take images here as well. Let's see if we can do something smart. I'll ask it to do something with my homepage again. Help me create an infographic from itgenius.com representing itGenius's small business technology services, and make it something that would be useful to be broken up into a carousel for social media posting on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. All right, now let's just see what happens here when we do this. I'm not sure if it's going to go straight into image generation because you do have to be really specific. But the thing I like about Pro is you can see it's thinking. So it's basically reprompting itself. It's reprompting itself, and it's calling it thinking, but it's just basically running the prompt on itself in a multitude of steps, and then it creates a plan, and then it executes the plan. And that's why it takes 10 or 15 seconds for it to think about this. All right, cool. So now we've got a number of different slides. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I can turn this into a presentation with Canvas, although I don't know how that's going to go visually. We already tested Canvas last time. I really want to generate an image here. So I'm going to say, if you can generate all the slides in separate images, please go ahead. Otherwise, please generate the first carousel slide as an image. I don't think it does multiple images in one prompt just yet. So I'm going to make it easy for it. Just do one image at a time for now, and we'll see how that goes. All right, great. So we're generating an image, and again, it's thinking about it. And you'll notice here there's a little Pro. It's a bit confusing because there's Pro that's the model, and then there's Pro that's the plan. And we've got the Gemini Pro plan because we're on Google Workspace. All right, cool. Okay, so here's the start. All right, didn't get the capitalization correct, but I think the brief was wrong on that. Very good on fonts, very good on text. Just 4, 5, 6 months ago, AI image generation tools were pretty horrible with fonts and text. So they've rapidly got a lot better now, to the point where if I had given it a proper creative brief with the proper coloring, with the proper font guidelines, it would have done a lot better. This is a bit of a boring image visually and design-wise, but I'd say design and layout is pretty good. It's just color-wise, it's stuck. But if I'd given it the correct brief, it would have done a lot better there.
If you liked this video, we've got plenty more on the channel covering this topic and much, much more.